Do you like my socks, by the way? Look at my socks. Look at these. Look at that. Look at these socks. Yeah, now. All right. They're very bright. It's like having cartoons on your feet. I'm very excited. I feel like I'm wearing Snagglepuss on one foot and Foghorn Leghorn on the other one. Do they advertise on CBS? Snagglepuss and Foghorn Leghorn? They're both like 50-year-old, like young people who watch cartoons are not watching this show anyway, so it doesn't matter. Or are you? Maybe we watch you after SpongeBob. I've noticed my stoner impression's a little bit like my Clinton. Have you noticed that? Yeah. I kind of, like I try and do a stoner and I end up going, I did not have sex. Well, you know, I kind of filled her up a little bit, and that's all right.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Are you a chicken hawk? Are you a chicken hawk, son?
I say.
You know, sometimes when you just act stoned, you just feel stoned. It's weird, isn't it?
Oh, man, I am not acting.
Yeah, you are. You don't have lungs.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Well, the show's going to be awesome tonight. No, it's not. It'll be much the same, but we've got a special surprise ending. No. The lady in the audience went like that. Like we really did have a special surprise ending, but we don't. That's the surprise. Or is it? You'll just have to stay around to find. You don't have to, honestly. If you feel you can get to sleep, you probably should. CBS cares. Oh, listen, did you see the Grammys? I watched the Grammys, and then they had that PSA during the middle for Ozzy Osbourne for a colonoscopy. Like, okay, I get it's important to have colonoscopies. It's important. Jeff, you would know that.
Yeah, you've got to get examined, yeah.
Yeah. But, you know... What?
No, it's questionable, man. It's questionable.
What's questionable?
What you're talking about.
Colonoscopies?
Is that what we were talking about?
That's the special surprise ending. We'll be right back.
It's hard to stay up, it's been a long, long day, and you got the Sandman at the door. But hang on, leave the TV on, and let's do it anyway. It's okay, you can always sleep through work tomorrow, okay? Hey, hey, tomorrow's just your future yesterday.
The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, sponsored by Advil. Make the switch to Advil now. Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
Everybody, that was completely fantastic. Please, if I can just calm you down. Oh. Hey, let me. Oh, I'm sorry for yelling. I was just talking to George backstage. George grew up in the Philippines, and he taught me how to greet a monkey. No, if you meet a monkey, you should go like this. Oh, 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 oh. Right now, monkeys are like, this is the show for me. Oh, oh, oh. Just in case. It's a great day for America, everybody. Yes, indeed. It is a great day. It is a great day for America's favorite plastic doll, the lovely Ryan Seacrest. No, it's not. It's no, the original Barbie debuted this day, 1959. Don't. Save it. I'm going to need your help with more stuff later on. The original Barbie is now worth $10,000. You know what that means? I have got 80 grand on my nightstand. Thanks. Thanks, everybody, and thank you, gentlemen callers. I'm very excited today, not just about Barbie, because today and I'm excited about Barbie every day. No, because today and tomorrow in New York City, the event I look forward to all year, the Westminster Dog Show, and I think some New Yorkers. What? Some New Yorkers are taking advantage of it, though. In Times Square, they've jacked up the prices on doggy biscuits. By the way, now, doggy biscuit is not the name of a sex act. Are you looking it up? Are you Googling it? I don't know. It's not. It's just, it was a double entendre. It's not a real thing. I was just saying it was a misdirect. There's plenty of dog shows, of course, but Westminster's the big one. It's the Oscars of dog shows. The Westminster Dog Show and the Oscars are very different, of course. One's nothing but yapping and butt sniffing, and the other one's the dog show. So. What a terribly polite audience. Hey, it's not funny, but what the hell? He seems like a friendly enough young man. Oh. Yes, why not? No. I call myself a young man. I'll be 50 this year. Anyway, the Westminster Dog Show is very tough competition, and when it's over, all the dogs get together backstage and play poker. See, that's when I could have used it. Never mind. Anyway, the highlight of the Westminster Dog Show, the bit I live for, is the bit where they grab the dog's gonads and then humiliate them in front of the audience. You know that? And I know how that feels. Now, the only thing more humiliating than having their, gonads grabbed is grabbing the gonads and adding the hilarious sound effects. Yes, that's right. It's time for the clip we show every year for the Westminster Dog Show. Dogs getting their gonads grabbed while we put on effects. Have you got it? Play it then.
Involved in the knocking down of the serious problems of Sussex fun-loving deserve. Norwich are a high-energy breed and require a...
Yeah. I don't know. I might have had enough of that. You know why they squeeze the dogs is to make sure they have two fully descended testicles. That's what it's for. And let's be honest, some judges just like dogs nuts. But they don't just check the testicles, they also check the claws and the sheen of their fur. It's just like they do with Kardashians. They have to check everything. Last year's winner at the Westminster Dog Show was a Scottish deerhound. We have a picture from last year's dog show with us. Oh, yeah, there it is. We did not do any of that picture. Let's see the picture again of the Scottish deerhound. Well, he's definitely Scottish. Calm down, it's his tail. That was his tail. Show it again. Look, yeah, it's his tail. See, he could wag it if he wanted. I love dogs, but I'd never put my dogs in a competition. It's not right. Dogs should be allowed to do their doggy stuff, run outside and pee in the grass, hump people's legs. They shouldn't have to parade in front of judges. That's not what doggies are here for. That's just not the doggy style. Do not applaud that. One animal competition I do endorse, though, is called ferret legging. I'm not making this up. It's a true thing. Ferret legging's a real competition. The English coal miners used to do it. It was a test of endurance to see who could keep a ferret in their pants the longest. That was the competition. A ferret down their pants. Which proves I am not a pervert after all. I am an athlete. Because I am... No. Do we have a... Oh, this is a very clappy audience, aren't they? Very clappy. They're like, aye, really, can we just get out of here? Aye. Do we have a picture of me in my ferret legging competition? Do we have it? There it is, yeah. Oh. Wait, no, don't. See what? You're clapping because you're afraid. Let me see it again. Look at... I've never noticed how big my head is compared to the rest of my body. Anyway, the Westminster Dog Show. The dogs got all the glory for prancing around, looking good. I think we should honour the dogs that do important jobs. Dogs that lead the blind, or dogs that do search and rescue, or dogs that take the blame for someone else passing gas. Thanks, my dogs. Do you have a dog, Jeff? I never asked you. Hello.
No, I don't have a dog, but I have a ferret in my pants right now.
What's it doing? Gnawing on a bone? What the hell is wrong with you? Hang on, wait a minute, Jeff. Can you tell them it's not... Look, I know the applause thing makes you feel good, but don't do it. You're just drawing attention to the fact that this thing is lame. Right, Jeff?
Just stop, will you?
Yeah, just knock it off. Oh, now they've stopped.
They're very creeped out by me, I think.
Creeped out by you?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, listen to the uncomfortable laughter.
I thought that was just the material. Material. Material.
Wait, you want to go have sex?
No! What about that made you think I wanted to have sex like that?
That's usually the move you do. When...
No, I don't. No. That's not the move I do. We don't. Stop trying to perpetuate the myth that we are in some way a couple. We are not a couple in no way, shape, or form, ever. Don't tell your friends we're dating.
This time I get to play ferret. All right. It's break time, bitches, and by bitches I mean dogs, and by dogs I mean Kardashians.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the show. You ready, Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. The last one was... No! There you go. Hey, all right. What the hell with the audience and clapping?
I mean, this is absolute crap. There was no need for that.
There's no need to applaud this. We know it's rubbish. But the good thing is we've come to terms with it, right, Jeff?
That's right.
You don't have to make us feel... We appreciate you trying to make us feel better, and you at home, too, clapping there at home. We appreciate the effort, but you don't have to. Right, Jeff?
That's correct.
Yeah. Do you like the Westminster Dog Show, Jack?
Boy, I am a big fan.
Yeah, you know what I like? I like they do that little course that they do, and the dog goes through the little hoops and then jumps over them and stuff. It's the same course that they use for Tom Cruise when he's training for an action movie. He's like, I'm gonna get ready, I'm gonna go to the biggest building in the world. And he runs through and he goes, whee!
It's appropriate to clap now.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Unbelievable.
See, now they're all confused.
Unbelievable.
All right, what time is it, Jeffrey Pearson?
During portions of tonight's Tweet Mail segment, we will affect a mock simian dialect.
Send me your tweets, send me your email. I am no man, nor am I female. They call me synthetic because I'm a machine. I call them pathetic and like tambourine. And your emails.
And your emails. All right, listen, we've hardly got any time. We're going to have to speed through them tonight. We've got no time to do it. Carl Burnett's on the show. We've got to go because Carl Burnett's much more interested in me and you than emails. Are you ready?
Okay,
all right, here we go.
Let's go.
This is from Martin in Atlanta, Georgia. Everybody
I go through all the time. Love it. Very
all right. Dear Craig and Jeff, while watching the Grammys last night, my 13-year-old son asked who Paul McCartney is. Has it really come to this? Oh, good grief. Do we have a picture of Paul McCartney? There he is. All right. This is from Trent in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Hi, Craig and Jeff. I've been seeing this girl for the past 2 months, but we haven't had the monogamy discussion yet. Do I bring it up? Oh, she's had it. She just hasn't had it with you. This is from Ellen in Linkoping in Sweden. Have you ever been to Linkoping in Sweden?
Get there all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Craig, Jeff, and Secretariat. Who's out of the door? We don't have time for clapping. We have 35 seconds on the clock. I have noticed that Secretariat is often addressed in the tweets and emails, but has never helped answer one of them. That's because he's a pantomime horse, you idiot! This is from Anthony in Richmond, Virginia. I don't know if you can tell from this, but Anthony's a cockatoo. Dear Craig and Jeff, I'm taking the kids fishing for the first time next weekend. Do you have any tips? Yeah. Why would I have fishing tips?
What's wrong with these people?
I don't know. Have you ever been fishing?
No.
Neither have I. I actually have, but I'm enjoying this tone of voice.
It is kind of enjoyable.
Well, I'm enjoying being sort of outraged in a sort of Downton Abbey way.
All right, just calm down. Everything's
Yeah,
fine.
I feel a little bit like, you know, Hugh Grant. Do you know, just like a little bit blinky. You know, of course I've never been fishing. Don't be absurd. We don't have time for anything else. We'll be right back, Carl Burnett. We're very excited here at the show tonight, aren't we, Jeff?
Oh, this is awesome.
We are very, I mean, honestly, like, a lot of times I feign excitement, like, you know, it's like movie stars come out and like, yeah, oh, it's so exciting. But this is very exciting.
This is legendary, man.
Legendary. We have a comedy icon. Icon! The first time the round of applause was appropriate was right there. She's the voice in an animated film, The Secret World of Ariete, which is in theaters on Friday. Take a look at this. That's exactly what I say to the little people in my closet. Please welcome the American treasure that is Carol Burnett, everybody. Burnett.
This is a great studio.
Oh, stop it now. See, now that's not true. This is a terrible studio. You like the studio?
I like it
All
very
right.
much.
It's a great studio.
Are you going to argue with me? I'm coming out. I'm
No,
a
I'm
guest.
not gonna
You're
argue
going
with
to
you.
tell me
I'm-
that I'm wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
This is a great studio.
It's
I mean, it's intimate.
Intimate?
The
Yeah.
audience is very clappy.
Very clappy.
Yeah.
They're very clappy. I don't understand it. I sense a sort of passive-aggressive thing with the clappiness. It's like, you're not funny, just get to Carol Burnett. That's what I felt. Get to Carol Burnett.
I don't think so.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, no, it was. You look great.
Thank you.
No, I love this jacket, and it's very... You can see it in the studio, and that says something.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very... Did you ever use this studio when you weren't here?
No, we rehearsed here.
Oh.
It wasn't a studio.
It's not a studio now, Carol.
It was a rehearsal hall.
Really?
And this is where we rehearsed, and then we taped the show downstairs with the big studio. Oh. But I like this intimacy.
Well, it's nice in some ways.
What in what ways isn't it?
Well, you know, it's damp. You know when it rains in California?
Yeah.
It leaks here, which is almost beggars belief given the fact that it's a basement.
Oh, for heaven. I don't understand. Well, then, do you have a mop handy?
I do. When it rains, I mop.
Oh, well, then, isn't that
I'm like Cinderella, though, Carol. I don't get to go to the big studio where all the big boys play, and I'm stuck here.
I'm going to cry.
You're mocking me.
Yes, I am.
You are mocking me. I think that's... Look, see, there they go again. Yes, that's right. See, I don't think there was even any passive aggressive. That was straight out aggressive. Like, you mocked me, they went, yes, Carol, mock him. Mock him, Carol. What are you doing in this? This looks like an anime, Japanese type.
Yes, it was. It is. It was a Japanese cartoon in Japan, which is usually where they
make the
have
animes.
Japan.
Yeah.
And so they brought it over here.
Yes.
And it's going to be released February 17th, I think.
Do you speak Japanese?
Arigato. Is that Japanese?
Yes, it is. It's fine. Don't ask them anything or they'll clap. If you ask them, is that they'll
Is
be
that Japanese? Yay! No, so we had to dub it in English.
Right.
But it was kind of a challenge because if you wanted to do a little bit more and the mouth of that character had stopped, you would be, forget it. You had to really match the movement of the mouth.
So you couldn't improvise?
Nope. It's still a wonderful film.
I hear you. Hey, is it true that you're friends with Julie Andrews?
I'm having dinner with her tonight.
You are not. That's
Yeah.
Well, see, that's bizarre because it's already, 12:37 or something in your region. So you're telling me that you and Julie Andrews go out in the middle of the night to have dinner?
Yeah.
The middle of the night?
Well, we're ordering in.
Oh. I love Julie. She's great when she's here.
And she loves you.
You know what's funny? Like, I don't know if you've noticed this. Like, you're friends with her, right?
You bet.
She's got quite a... I don't mean this in a bad way, but she has an earthy sense of humor, shall we say.
Well, she taught me a few words.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. She taught me a few words. So... But when she's here, it's only in the commercial breaks.
Yes.
Like when she's on the show, she's like,
No,
and she's very and Julie, and then in the commercial break, she's like,
well, let me tell you, when we were together, we were going to do a show for 100 years ago for President Lyndon Johnson. Okay.
Right.
And so a whole bunch of people were going down to Washington, D.C. to perform, and Julie and I were going to do a medley together. And so my husband and I got there early, and she and her husband were down the hall, and I called her, and she said, well, come on down for some hot chocolate.
Oh, that sounds
Yes,
nice.
it was lovely.
Yeah.
So I said, but I'm in my jammies and slippers. She said, so am I. Come on. So we went down. Now, her phone rang, and it was Mike Nichols, the director, who was
very
also going to
important
perform.
Yeah.
And he was upstairs on the 4th floor. We were on the 2nd floor. Okay. So he said, I'll be down. She said, come on, we're all having hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate?
There we go. Anyway, so Mike said, I'll be down. I just have to hang up a couple of things. So then Julie said, I know what. I said, what? She said, there was a settee out in front of the elevator. Mm-hmm. She said, let's go and sit on the settee in our fuzzy slippers and our jammies, and we'll say, hello, Mike, when he comes out of the elevator. Okay.
She's wild. That kind of craziness can get you arrested.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh, there's a twist.
Oh, yeah. So we're sitting there, and we're waiting for Mike, because we could tell when the elevator went ding, ding, ding,
Right.
So we're saying, she said, I know what. I said, what? She said, when we know Mike is coming down and the elevator is going to open, let's be kissing.
Oh, fair dues. Yeah, all right, yeah.
I said, what? She said, no, we'll just grab a hold of each other like this. And I said, well, okay. So we're waiting. Ding, ding, ding. And we go, whack, like this. And my nose is buried in her neck, and she's over here like this, but it looks pretty racy. And so we don't hear anything. The elevator door is open, but we don't hear. And she's saying, can you see who it is? I said, no, my nose is buried in your neck. I can't see who it is. She said, well, maybe we should look up. So we looked up. Out of the elevator comes the spitting image of Lady Bird Johnson. With these Secret Service men, and so we're like, and so they walk around the corner, and then she comes back, Lady Bird.
I bet she
and
did.
She says to me, aren't you Carol Burnett? And I said, yes, ma'am, and this is Mary Poppins.
Oh. All right. We have to take a commercial break, but when you come back, we'll be kissing. We'll be right back. Did Mike Nichols ever come out of the elevator?
Finally, Mike came out of the elevator, and we went, we did it again. And he just walked out. He said, hi, girls, and walked down the hall.
He's jaded and showbiz. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We're here. We were just talking, What? So, what's going on? You did the Japanese cartoon, and that's good. Yeah. And you're having dinner with Julie tonight, in the middle of the night?
Oh, no, it's breakfast.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, we're going to have breakfast.
Well, I'll tell you what. Tell me where you're going to be, and when I turn up, you guys be kissing. Yeah. Now, do you have any diet? Are you a vegetarian?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Are you?
see.
Are you?
No.
No.
Look at me.
Well, I think you look terrific.
Oh, I'm underneath this. I'm portly.
Oh,
Yeah. I like meat.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Carol, we're out of time. So what do you fancy? Do you fancy awkward pause or mouth organ, or do you want to go for the big cash prize?
What do you think? You're my friends. The cash prize. Cash prize.
Cash prize?
Cash prize.
What time is it, Shadow
It's
Stephen?
time for the big cash.
Here's how it works. We have $50 in quarters in a bag with a dollar sign on it.
Oh, gosh.
Don't touch the money until you've earned it. Have you learned nothing in show business?
Think of all the laundry I can
It
do.
is. Laundry, parking. This is a dream come true. And it's a handy clutch purse.
And it goes with everything.
It does. Well, that dollar sign does.
Yeah.
Now, here's how it works.
Okay.
You can either answer the question, or you can guess what's in my box. How that works is I imagine...
what's in your what?
Yes. I imagine a box in my head. I don't know what's in it. Only Jeff knows what's in it. Jeff, did you meet Jeff?
Hi. How are you?
He's a bit starstruck.
Are we still rehearsing?
There's no rehearsing.
Oh, this
I
is the
see.
actual show.
Yeah. All right, so, I imagine a box in my head, but I don't know what's in the box. And you have to guess what's in the
How
box.
in the world could anybody do that? I don't get it.
It takes a bit of training, I admit. But I imagine the box was in, but you guess what's in the box. If you're right, Jeff knows what's in the box. So if you're right, then you win the $50. And if you're wrong, you have to perform a forfeit.
A what?
I'll give you the money. Just do
Please.
whatever you want.
I'm gonna guess. What? Yeah.
Guess what's in my box?
No.
Oh, all right. And the
No.
question? All right.
No.
All right. It's a question. It's don't look at the.
No, I'm just looking at your box. I'm trying to figure out what would be in it.
I'm very happy you're here. All right. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Iceland is in the North Atlantic. Its capital city is Reykjavik.
Reykjavik, yeah.
So I was correct.
I knew that, yeah.
All right. So the $50 is mine then. No. Now, here's a question. Where did people who completed a survey about lost Lego pieces report that the missing piece was most often found? Well, that's a terrible question. I'll ask you another question.
Get that one.
It was the vacuum cleaner.
What?
Yeah, I know. Well, what would you have said? Would you have said vacuum cleaner?
No, I said a broom,
Well, you'd have been wrong.
I guess.
Well, that's a lucky escape then, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, you ready? Don't look at the question, Carol. All right. Which planet is comprised of materials so light that if you could put it into water, it would float? Saturn, Neptune, or Uranus?
My anus?
No!
I would say
Saturn, Neptune, or Uranus?
Neptune.
Close.
Uranus.
Also close.
What was the other one?
It's the correct answer, Saturn! My next guest is the host of The Amazing Race. The season premieres on Sunday on CBS. He also stars in a documentary called The Ride, which is premiering Saturday on Showtime. Take a look at this.
A 3,500-mile bike ride from LA across America. Creating awareness and raising money for the MS cause was just one part of the ride. I really wanted to do something because I was turning 40. I felt this tremendous pressure not to let people down.
It became more than a bike ride.
Please welcome Phil Keoghan, everybody. Phil Keoghan. Welcome back, Phil. Haven't seen you in a while. You cycled across America?
I did.
That's nice.
It's a long way.
It's a very long way. Did you have one of them thick saddles on your bike or one of them little thin seats?
Well, it's funny you should say that because when I was watching the whole dog show thing and they were holding
Right,
the
yes.
testicles. When you first start riding a bicycle and you hear that there is a particular type of cream that you can put on that part of your anatomy.
Really? Is that...
Yeah, butt butter or chamois cream. And you can either rub it on the shorts that you wear while you're riding the bicycle or you can apply it directly.
I'm getting turned on a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Well, if you rode a bicycle, you could also use the cream and nobody would...
How do you know I don't ride a bicycle?
Well, because you would have said, oh, yeah, the cream. I've got
I
some.
do know the cream.
Do you?
But I don't ride a bicycle. No.
Belgian butt butter, is that what you use? Because that's one of them.
No. Is it
DZ nuts is another one.
Is it an actual butter?
It's a special lanolin, and it stops chafing. And when I was training for this long ride, they said to me, Phil, you probably want to think about applying something there.
Right.
And at first it was a tentative dip. You know, I got the tube and I sort of went like that and
All right.
And then, but you know, about 100 and, you know, I don't know, 100 days into all my training, I just squirted it on and just rubbed it on.
I understand. Well, I'd go that way right away.
Yeah.
So how long
You
did
asked me about the saddle, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was a skinny saddle. Skinny saddle.
So how long did it take you to ride across America?
It took me 40 days. I rode 100 miles a day,
Good Lord.
pretty much for 40 days. And yeah, it was the most challenging thing I've ever done in my life,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
And it was to raise awareness for MS?
Well, yeah, it was sort of, it was threefold. Firstly, I wanted to take on the biggest physical and mental challenge of my life, turning 40, because I was thinking I was going to have some kind of midlife crisis. But
Oh, no, that happens when you're 50.
Really?
Yeah, I'm having mine right now.
Are you really?
Like, right now.
50, though, right?
50 this year.
Are you really?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Somebody just said in there, wow, he looks so young, about you. And
Yeah,
then...
Young for, what, an 80-year-old? Yeah.
But you do, you know what it is? You work inside, I guess. You know, I work outside, and I'm always getting stuff cut off my face.
Well,
and I look
you
like
want to get some that butt butter on your face. And,
with SPF 50.
yeah, right, that's right. And don't just go like that. Like,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
just apply it all
No,
over.
but I'm not here all day.
Yes,
I only
know.
come here for the show.
I mean, you go outside.
Of course I
Yes,
do. I go to the store.
It's just you work late night. I figured, you go home and sleep all day or something.
Thanks, man.
No, just...
We're trying to create an illusion here. Yeah, because it's nighttime outside, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're turning 40 and
So I
you
was turning
thought-
40. I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a midlife crisis. The other thing was, I have this life list. I've told you about that before. And,
Yeah.
and so I had on my life list that I want to spend some real quality time with my father. And then I thought, and that would be a great way to do it. Go on an adventure
Right.
with him, and he could support me, drive the support vehicle. And I thought, when I'm 70 or whatever, and I'm in a bar and I'm having a beer, and I saw, one day I rode across America, that there needed to be a bigger reason to ride across America. So the charity that I support is the National MS Society. And,
Right.
I love what they do. They have bike MS rides across the country, 100 of them every year. And I've been supporting MS for about 6 years. And I thought, you know what? This would be a great way to spend time with my dad, take on the biggest physical and mental challenge of my life, and also raise awareness
and
for MS.
do a bit of good. Yeah, no, it's
And that's
fine.
what I did.
Yeah, you make me feel like a complete bastard. No, I think I should do that. All I do is sit inside and rub lanolin on my face. Must look young.
And that's why your skin looks so soft and supple.
No, I'm 50, man. That's
And but
freaking
look,
me out.
you got your hair's looking great.
It's still there.
I mean, my hairline is starting to go back.
Don't worry about it, man.
You know what's really upsetting is when people suggest to you that you start filling in. Like when they do those big aerial shots.
Don't do it, man. If you feel like it's going, take it off.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I would do. If I felt like it was going, off it would come. I'd go with the complete. Who's got no hair? Yeah, no, don't point to a guy in the audience.
He doesn't even know him.
An identifiable celebrity, not a guy who's 3 rows back. Oh, for God's sake! You people are insensitive jackasses. And then they applaud that.
Yeah.
Who's got no hair? That guy. That guy's got no hair.
And no, but you're really lucky. You've got a lot of
I'm bald in other parts of my body, though. I'm.
through self-manipulation or. Are you a manscaper, I guess, is what I'm asking.
Oh, yeah. You
manscape?
Oh, yes. You don't want to be unruly down there.
How do you just do you prepare alone time to take the time to?
No, I just, I do it on the go.
But do you wait till everybody leaves the house and?
No, I do it in the car. While driving.
Isn't that illegal, like texting? Is it, I mean...
Well, yeah, and also it's a little bit dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah. If someone hits you at the back,
You slip. Yeah.
Don't really do it! Oh, that guy over there. All right, listen, we're out of time, Phil. So, what do you want? Awkward pause, mouth organ, big cash prize?
Let's go with an awkward pause.
Ooh, right, okay.
Yeah.
You picked the right audience for it, may I say. You could have gone for this, but you can't have this now. You went for the awkward pause. Are you still doing the awkward pause? Still cooking, everybody.
What did we learn on the show tonight, Greg?
Quiet. You've run very late, so there's no time for jocularity or fun. There wasn't much time for it during the show. Good night, everybody.